What will you bring to the table regarding youth employment?
There are two aspects to that for me, Mike. One is the Mayor's Task Force for Jobs. I see an opportunity, if as the Mayor of Rotorua I step up to that table, and that's important for Rotorua. Another is a great program that I've heard about called Big Sisters, Big Brothers. And it's a matching program with the young of our community and with those over 65s, putting them together so that those with skills and a bit of compassion can actually help young people find their way. That is the beginning of the building blocks to get them interested about education and learning, which will open the door to jobs for them. The other aspect of it is about us having jobs here for young people, and that's why I'm saying Rotorua has to focus on growth. And I don't see a plan for growth for our future. And that's why I'm pushing harnessing clean energy for both homes and for business and the Spa City of the Pacific.
As far as business is concerned, there is some real desire for development. They perceive the council as getting in the way, if you like, and whether that's rightly or wrongly, how would you approach?
I think their perception is deeply ingrained. I'm meeting that wherever I'm going, hearing stories wherever I go. I'm meeting a gentleman who's trying to do up 5 shops in the centre of town, and he's finding nothing but roadblocks and knots really at council. And he's simply trying to get them up to standard, up to specification, and then out for tenancy, which is what we're wanting to see for the heart of the city, but we're making it too hard. So the perception of business and community is definitely that we need growth, definitely that there are some blocks. And I think if we work together and sit around the table, we're going to very quickly identify with a new chief executive where those blocks are, how we can develop a can-do attitude. We can do it. We'll find the way through those blocks so that we grow again.
Inner city development.
Yes.
It's easy to say, it's hard to do. Is there one single thing that we can do to attract more people into the city?
I think we need to go back a bit. There's not one single thing. But there is a group, and it started out with retailers, who said when that ridiculous decision was made about the Westpac building and the Superloo, actually we don't like this plan and we'd better rise up and get involved. And they formed a little group, and they're getting heard actually, which I think is great. They need to go a bit wider. They need to get developers, real estate agents, some creative artisans who have a bit of flair about what we want. And we need a community discussion. We haven't ever had that. We've had some good ideas, and council really thought they were on the way with ICE development, the inner city enterprises, but the community didn't know about this, and the community's not excited. So it's quite quick if we get that reference group together, start to map out a bit of a plan. I think spatially get an empty shop, like we did with the Arts Village with Rave, get some matchbox models in there, and we'll start to say, why don't we think about bowling this area, or why don't we think about an inner city cycle park, why don't we think about some precincts, which council we're talking about. But once the community has a say, they'll get excited and they'll become part of the solution, and that's what hasn't happened.